You got to understand this. I don't mean no harm, but I want you, because this is the only way I can dissect, I can get through to you, to your intellect, because most people are bogged down. Your thoughts actually have weight. So the way I'm spewing this, so you understand, the Bible and the scriptures from any religion, they're fucking with you. I could talk about this for fucking years. In fact, I'm going to. The Bible and the scriptures, you have to experience it. You can read anything you want. But you got to understand, if you read how to build a house, okay, and you know this, it's a completely different experience when you go and actually build the house. My problem with the scripture and all religions, and it's not that I don't favor one or like more one than the other. It doesn't matter, because everybody argues. If you're arguing with another religion or think your religion is better than one, in fact, being in a religion is almost, for most people, it's their downfall, because it's excluding other religions. So as soon as you exclude yourself, that goes against Jesus. That goes against any religion as soon as you exclude other religions. It's kind of like a psyop. It's controversy for sure, but it's like an oxymoron. Love thy neighbor. So you're not loving other people's religions. They're always going out there, terrorizing one another, shameful of one another. You have to experience this stuff. That's why it's kind of pointless to read about it. That might not make sense to you if you read about it, but it kind of is. It doesn't matter. You can read any story beyond religion. You could read the craziest stories in life, and they could fascinate your fascination, no matter what it is, a fake story, a real story. But until you have a real experience, a real story to tell, then all of that is just imagination. So again, people aren't real life experiencing the scriptures. So if someone tells you love thy neighbor, think of Jesus Christ, go back to Jesus Christ, and all the stuff that he was trying to convey, which it's not simple the way that it's written. And I'm going to tell you something too. Jesus didn't write the Bible, and we can go into that too. It was written for him, okay? That's very easy to tell that he didn't write that. Whether it came from him or not, as in people wrote down his words, like a, autobiography or whatever you want to call that word. It doesn't matter. Again, we can tell you to love everybody. There's a lot of spiritual people that do this. But if you don't feel love, and if you aren't actually doing it, you don't have a technique, and you're just saying it, and you're reading about it, doesn't mean you're actually fucking doing it. You can read the Bible, know it page for page. In fact, those people, I'm not saying that any of these texts, scriptures, I'm not saying they're bad, but you gotta understand, they've been manipulated and controlled in a way to where they're not direct. Okay? let's just say someone writes a book and there's evil people out there. Well, they're going to change the book up and switch it up. And you may not want to believe that, but it definitely happened. Because if it was true, if everyone was following the Bible and everyone in church, all the churches for any religion was following it to the T, we would live in the best freaking world that there is. People aren't following the Bible as much as they're talking and preaching about it. Show me all the people. Because obviously that's not the same. Yeah, there's a couple people here and there. Most people don't even understand it. So the image that the Bible and the scriptures are painting you, Krishna, all these stories about baby Krishna, and they're just fucking with your mind. They're giving you an image, and then you're building your life on that image. That's not how it should be. It doesn't matter if it's about Jesus walking on water, performing miracles. It's messing with your mind. It's programming you it's reprogramming you for your mind to go back to the Bible. But that's a falsified reality. Because that's not and your identification now has become with the Bible in your religion. It's not saying that you can't have a Bible or read scriptures, and it's not saying that they're wrong, but like I said, they've been corrupted. It's been over such a long time. Stuff has been taken out. Other stuff has been putting in. And people don't even understand it anyway. It's way too complex. If Jesus wanted to tell you something, he would tell you directly. He wouldn't have a huge book. I guarantee it. There's no reason for it. Because stuff in tradition is passed down orally. It's passed down through energy. It's not passed down by a book. It can be written in a book, but again, orally, and like the Native Americans, in the energy, such as in lineages, they're passed down in a unique way. You can't just go and get that way from a lineage. Okay, and so they paint these pictures of what Jesus looked like, what baby Krishna did. But and then all the stuff he said and how you should act. Doesn't matter. You've been told how to act all your life. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Well, to me, it's pretty much a bad thing because most people are acting in a controlled, tamed manner. Most people don't like their life. Most people are miserable and they're sad. So obviously what they've been told is wrong. When you go and reference this picture that the Bible or a scripture teaches you, you're coming in disillusion because you haven't experienced it. Yet people preach it, or you preach it like you've experienced it. Like you actually experienced it. All you're doing is re-uttering words from the Bible. But what does that actually mean? Is that actually helping people? And no, I'm not against the Bible. I'm not against any religion. I view all of them together as one, and I take them all in. If you don't do that, then you're against it. Then you're against God, and then you're against the Bible. And then you're against the scriptures. It's simple as that. You can't love someone and exclude the rest. Most people are full of shit. 99% of people. Trust me. I know. Even on the spiritual people on YouTube. Even preachers. Even priests. How many priests out there are touching young children? Should we say that? How many priests favor other people than other people? And if the Bible since it's everywhere, and so is religions. If it was working just merely by the text, because that's all we have is the text. They're not really giving us techniques to use. They're just telling us philosophies all the time. And I'm not saying they're wrong, they're actually right. But most people, you can't give someone a philosophy. Not everyone's going to go off philosophy and like, oh, they understand it. There's actually nothing to understand about the Bible or any scripture. You can read it over and over. Because life comes from an understanding, from living and being compassionate with yourself. It comes from an experience. So when you go, so people are always, okay, what did the Bible say? What do you feel is right inside of you? What if the Bible doesn't have an answer for what's going on in your life? People are disillusioned. Again, there's good tips, good things from everything. Even an evil person has good qualities. An evil person could become godlike the next day. And even Lucifer was an angel. We all are children of God. You can't even deny the message that I'm bringing because you know it's so true. It feels true. You just feel resistance in your mind. And that's what I'm getting at. You have to let the resistance go.